Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Priyadarshini Mishram. Today in EVS we will start new chapter. Chapter number 2, The Plant Fairy. From the title we can recognize that this chapter relates with plant. So before we start this chapter, let's recall some points which you have learnt in previous class. Parts of plant. Yes children, you can see here the different parts of plant. First, these are the roots. This is the stem. These are green leaves. These are flowers. And these are fruits. Okay. These are the different parts of plant. Now, these parts of plant we can divide into two. First is root system and second is shoot system. First, we will talk about the root system. Root system mostly grows below the ground, and it includes especially roots. Okay, the main function of these roots are they anchor the plant, and second they take in the water and nutrients from the soil and provide it to the plant. Now let's talk about the shoot system. Those parts which grow above the ground, they comes under shoot system. For example, like stem, leaf, flowers and fruits. All these parts of plant grows above the ground, so they comes under shoot system. Now let us take some example of edible roots and edible stems. Children, stems are modified to store food in them. Okay, sometime what happen, the stems and roots are modified to store food in them. Let's see some examples. This is the beetroot, then radish, red radish, carrot. These are the examples of edible roots. We have onion, then garlic, ginger, potato, sugarcane. These are example of edible stem. Okay. Next, edible leaves and edible flowers. So fenugreek, that means methi, spinach, that means palak, then coriander, that means dhania, sarso saag. Now you can add also mint leaves, curry leaves. These are all examples of edible leaves. In edible flowers you can add like banana flowers, then pumpkin flowers, then cauliflower, then rose. These comes under edible flowers. Fruits. Let's see the example of fruits. Orange, papita, banana, mangoes, then star fruit, kiwi, watermelon, muskmelon, grapes. These are the examples of fruits. Okay. Let's start reading. Last Sunday we went to a garden in the neighborhood. We played hide and seek and chupan chupai and antakshri. We had a lot of fun. After some time, Didi said, "Let us play a new game today. I will become a plant fairy. The plant fairy will call out the name of something and you all will have to touch it." Yes, children, here the author, who we are assuming as a child, is saying that the last Sunday they went to a garden which present in their neighborhood. They had a lot of fun. They played hide and seek and antakshri. After some time, the Didi, that means the elder sister, said that let's play a new game. And the game name is Plant Fairy. Okay. The plant fairy, in this plant fairy, she would call out the name of something and they would have to touch it. The game began. Didi said, "The plant fairy asks you to touch a plant." At once, all the children ran towards the plants. Yes, children, what happened? Now the game began, and Didi said that she asked to touch a plant. So all children ran towards the plant. Now, children, here The plant fairy is not a person. The plant fairy here, the plant fairy is a game where a person will say the name of common plant which present in their surrounding, and the rest of the members will have to find that plant and touch it. So through this game we will see the diversity in plants. Isn't it interesting? Let's see. You can see here the picture. First, this is the Dayaram. Dayaram caught hold of a neem tree and stood there. Where Amu held a marigold plant. Shabnam, Shabnam sat touching a jasmine plant. And Michael, this is the Michael, touch a mehendi bush. And you can see here the Didi sit on the ground. Okay. So they all touch the different type of plants. Let's recall we will understand the different types of plant. Okay. Types of plant. There are types of plant. First, before we categorize these plants into different group, we have to focus on two things. First, the size of plant, and second, the type of stems. Okay. First, this is the tree. First category is tree. You can see the image of tree. Trees are big in size. And what about the stem? Stems are large, hard, and strong. Do you observe you can name some examples of trees like mango tree, peepal tree, or neem tree. Okay, these are the examples of tree. Now, second is herb. Herb is a small plant. And what about the stems? Stems are very soft and green. For example, coriander. Coriander are very small in size and their stems are soft and green in color. Okay. Now let's talk about the shrubs. Shrubs are the bushy plant, and what about their stems? Stems are many hard. They are many in number and they are hard. They look like a green and brown in color. The stems are look like green and brown. For example, rose. Do you observe rose plant? The stems they had a rose plants have many stems, and they mostly green and brown in color, uh, and they are very bushy in nature. Okay. Next is climber, a plant that climbs on nearby objects. Yes, children. Climbers are the plants which climbs on the nearby objects and they need support. They are flexible in nature and they climbs up. But for this, they need support either of sticks or wall. Okay. You can see here the grapevine, which is the example of climber. Next is creeper. Last fifth number is creeper. Creeper, a plant with a weak stem that grows along the ground. Yes, children, the stem of these creepers are very weak. Okay, and they grows or creep along the ground. You can see here the example of watermelon, muskmelon, then bitter gourd. These are the examples of creepers. Okay. From this table, we understand the different types of plants. Let's see that here that who touch which plant. Here the diagram touch the neem tree. The neem comes under tree category. Okay, because you can see it is big in size and the stems are very thick. Second, marigold. Marigold are bushy in nature and they comes under shrubs. Okay, and their stems are little bit hard. Where the jasmine plants comes under climbers, they need support of wall or sticks. Where the Michael touched the mehendi bush. So mehendi bush again comes under shrubs. They are woody in nature. Okay. Next page. Didi said, very good. Didi said, Very good. Everyone has touched a plant. But have you noticed that all plants are different from each other? Didi, you are also sitting on a little plant, said Shabnam. Yes, children. Now we saw that there are different type of plant, and here the Didi is sitting on which plant? Can you name the plant on which Didi was sitting? Let's see. So Didi was sitting on grass. Okay, Didi was sitting on grass, and grass comes under creeper because all grass always creep on grounds. Okay. The game started again. The plant fairy now said, touch a tree which has either a thick or thin trunk. Yes, children, now here you can see here that this is the thick tree trunk and this is a thin tree trunk. So children ran and touched the tree trunk. The children ran again to touch the trees with a thick or thin trunks. Have you seen a tree with a trunk as thick as one shown in the picture? Let's see some examples of this. Yes, children, you can see here the thick trunk. The examples of thick trees trunk are mango, peepal, then neem trees. All these trees have a thick trunk. Okay, and in thin trunk you can see this is the very thin trunk. So the examples of thin trunks are papita. This is the example of papita trunk. Then bamboo. Then ashoka trees. These are the example of thin trunk. Michael found the game very interesting. He thought how lucky the fairy was. She could order everyone around. Now I want to be the plant fairy, said Michael. The children laughed aloud. A boy fairy. Now they were now ready to take orders from the new plant fairy. Yes, children. Now here the Michael found the game was very interesting, and he thought that the fairy was very lucky because whatever she ordered, everyone followed that. Okay. Now he shouted that he want to be a plant fairy. So all children laughed on him. But now the Michael became a plant fairy and the others were ready to take order from him. Next slide. Michael said, get me some leaves quickly. But remember, you are not to pluck the leaves from the plant, said Didi. The children ran to collect the leaves which were lying on the ground. Yes, children. Here the Michael ordered what he said? He said that get me some leaves quickly. Okay, but Didi said don't pluck the leaves which from plants. You should collect the leaves which were lying on the ground. That means don't hurt plants. Okay, so next think and write. Write the names of leaves which you have seen. So children, you should write here the names of the leaves which you have seen, like mango, peepal, neem, rose, tulsi, whatever you have you have seen those leaves. You should write the names of those leaves. Okay. Do all the leaves have similar color, shapes, and margins? Yes, you can see in this picture. Let's see. This is a golden in color. This leaves have edges or saw-like structures. This has a patch. This is long leaf. These both leaves are very colorful in nature, colorful in appearance. Okay. Now this people leaf has one tail. This lotus leaf is round in shape. Okay. So yes, children, do all the leaves have similar colors, shapes, and margin? The answer is no. Thereem said, I did not know that there were so many types of leaves. Look, some are round, some are long, and some are triangular. Yes, children, Dayaram said, what did he said? That there are different types of leaf, and especially in shapes. Sometimes they are round like lotus, then sometimes they are long like ashoka leaf or coconut leaves are very long, okay? Then sometimes they are triangular in shape. Amu said there are so many different colors as well. Some are light green, some are dark green, some are even yellow, red and purple. There is so one which is green but has a white patches on it. Yes, now Amu is saying that they are different in colors. Let's see some examples. Here you can see the colors, different colors of leaves. Okay, they are orange, pink, green, brown in color. Even they are patchy like structures. They are very colorful in nature. Okay, one leaf is green in color, but they has a white patches on them, and the name of that plant is money plant. Okay, the Amu is talking about money plant. Here the Amu was talking about money plant. Okay. Look, even the margins of these leaves are different from each other. Some have straight margin and some have uneven. Some of these margins even look like a saw, said Shabnam. Yes, children, I will show you some examples, but let first understand the margin. So, children, margins, what do you mean the margins? What are the margins? Margins are the smooth edges. You can see this is the smooth edge. Okay, this is called margin. Sometimes it may be even or smooth or irregular in shape, or sometimes they contains teeth. So these edges is known as margins, and this is the midrib. The middle rib is called midrib, and these small little lines are called veins. Okay. Here the Shabnam is saying that the leaves are plain margins. That means you can see here the mango leaves are plain edges. So she is talking about this. And sometimes these are uneven like grape leaves. Okay. And sometimes they have a saw-like structure. You can see here the rose leaf. Here you can see the rose leaf edges. Now, what do you mean by the saw? You can see here the picture of saw. Okay, you can see here the edges of saw. They are very toothy. Okay, they have a strong notches. So this is the saw. Okay, this saw is mostly used by the carpenters to cut the wood. Now, Amu and Shabnam shouted together, "We also want to be a plant fairy." Didi said, "Not today, maybe next Sunday. It is time to go home now." On the way back, Didi recited a poem for everyone. Yes, children, now Amu and Shabnam also get excited. Both were excited and said that they want to be a plant fairy. But Didi said, "No, we will go to home because we are already late." Okay. So after that, Didi recited a poem for everyone. So no notion question is, what can be seen in the garden? Question, what can be seen in the garden? You should write here anything like flowers, leaves, then marigold, jasmine, whatever you have seen in the garden, you should write here. Okay. Fill the color. Fill color of your choice in leaves and flowers. Yes, children. There is one picture is given, and you have to color in these images. You can see here. You have to color it. Okay. And there is one poem. Title of the poem is Leaves. Let's read this. Red, purple, and even yellow, some green, wet and loose, leaves of different kinds and different shapes and shades. Yes, children, here the poet is saying about the color of leaves, that there are different shades and different shapes of leaves. Okay. Some are like the elephant ears, and some are playful like a devil. Some are torn, and some are folded, and some even eaten like the beetle. Yes, children, here the poet is saying about the different shapes of leaves. Like you can see here, the it is look like a big ear of elephant. This leaf is very big, okay, and it's look like a elephant ear. And you can see here the torn leaf, okay, where the some are folded and some look like a that leaf eaten by the beetle. And in the early dawn's darkest hue, you will find the flowers cried here like dew. Some are like butterflies, and some like bees, some are hairy, and some are plain. Okay, first we understand these two lines here. This means that in the early dawn, what happened? There are small dew you will find on the flowers, okay, and it's look like a teardrop of flowers, okay. And here the poet again saying that some are like some leaves look like a butterflies and some look like a bees. That means they are very small. Some are hairy and some are plain. Some leaves are plain like mango trees, mango leaves are very plain, and some are hairy. On some leaves, there are some small hairs are present. Some dry up to look thorns, and some even resemble screens. Yes, children, like cactus plant. In cactus plant, what happened? Their leaves change into the thorns. Okay? And some even resemble screen. Whoosh, whoosh, scuttle and flutter. Whoosh, whoosh, scuttle and flutter. In the breeze they do all mutter. All day long they smile and play, and even the night they slip away. Leaves of different kinds and of different shape and hues. Yes, children, when the breeze flow, what happens? They becomes make a little noise or small voice or noise, okay, and in all day what happen, they smile and play. These plants and leaves, they always smile and play during daytime, and in the night they sleep away, they become sleepy. And thus the leaves are of different kinds and of different shape and hues means a particular shade of any color. So this poem is written by Vijendra Pal Sisodia, and this poem is translated from Hindi book, okay. Now next page. These are some questions for you, that or activity for you, that collect a few leaves of plant like lemon, mango, neem and basil, mint, pudina and coriander. Okay, first of all you collect these leaves, then crush these leaves and smell them, and do it by one. And do they all smell like, this is question for you, that they all smell alike, okay. Can you identify the leaves just by their smell? Sometimes we can find it like pudina have a their peculiar smell, or neem is having a bitter smell, okay. Sometimes we can identify it. What are the ways to identify leaves? Yes, children, there are different ways to identify leaves: by their shape, then size, then structure, by the smell. Sometimes we can identify it, okay. Look at this beautiful picture. They are made of dry leaves. Make picture from leaves. Using dry leaves, make pictures of different animals in your notebooks. Yes, children. For this, you have to need dry leaves and make such type of pictures. Okay. You can see here the image of elephant, then image of bird. This is the image of mouse. Next page. How to make impressions. How to make impressions. Take a paper and a crayon or a color pencil, place the leaf on a table or on the ground. It should be placed in such a way that the side of leaf with the veins is on the top. Place a paper on the leaf. Then gently rub the crayon or color pencil on the paper. Be careful that the paper or the leaf does not move. Yes, children, I will show the image that so you can understand in better way For this you need a, especially you need a white paper and crayons, colorful crayons. Then place the leaf, and the vein part is on upper side, okay, and gently after then place the paper on the leaf, and then gently rub the crayons on it, so you will get the this type, such type of impression. Similarly, take the impression of the trunk of tree. Place a paper on the trunk and rub a crayon or a pencil color on it. Look, you have made impressions of the tree bark. Okay, you will get such type of impression. Look at the impression made by the others. Are the impressions of different plants similar? Which leaf gave a good impression? Which tree's impression was difficult to take, and why? So let us see. Children, for this activity you need one white paper and crayons, and some real leaves. Then put it on the vein side first and place the paper on it, and gently rub this crayon like in this manner. Okay, so you will get this type, such type of impression. Okay, you will get such type of impression. Now similarly you have to do with trunk also, and you will get such type of impression. Now the next question is, what will happen if the bark of all trees gives similar impression? What will happen, children, if the bark of the trees gave a similar impression? Find it. And which tree bark's impression we cannot take? Why? So you should find this question. Okay. Next page, look and write. Look at the picture and name the things which have patterns of leaves and flower on them. Yes, children, you can see here one picture is given here. Let's see. Find out. You can see the frame. Then the picture is also given the print of lotus and flower leaves. Then curtain also has a print. Then this girl is wearing the dress, contain also have a print of flower. Then book also contains a flower image. Then this pillow, then bed sheet, then this rug, carpet also had a image or pattern of flowers. At home you can also find the uh, flowers and leaf print on different objects like bed sheets, then curtains, then carpets, and then vase. Okay, now this question is for you. Think and write. Look for the objects which have patterns of leaves and flowers on them in your house. Write their name. So you should write here the names. Okay, I have already showed you. Next question. You must have seen many plants and trees. Write their names. So you should write here the names of plants and trees in this box, like neem, peepal, rose, tulsi. Whatever you have seen, write those names. Okay. Are there any plants that you have heard of but never seen? Write their names. Yes, children, you should write here the name of those plants which you have heard but never seen. I will show some example of that so you can understand in better way. Let's see some example. This is the I heard this name, baobab tree. Okay, the name of this tree is baobab, and mostly found in Africa. You can see here the trunk of this tree. Okay, and this trunk of tree contains a water which used for drinking, then cooking, washing. Okay, next tree name is dynamite tree. You can see here the thorns. There are many spikes on the tree trunk. Okay, this is called a dynamite tree, and mostly these trees are found in South America and North America. Okay, next is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant, this this it it is the shape of pitcher, you can see here. And here they contains a digestive juices. They trap the animals and insect here, and then they that animals or insects go down, and here there are the digestive juices which digest them. So this is the pitcher plant. In India we can found in Meghalaya. And last tree is a maple tree. Mostly you can find that these leaf trees change their color according to their environment, and mostly found in Japan, China. Okay, so these are the trees which I heard but I have never seen. So you should write your own answer. Now find and tell. Ask some older people if there were plants which they have seen when they were children but are not seen these days. Yes, children, for this you have to do some conversation or do ask to elder people like your grandparents, dada dadi, nana nani. Okay, and also ask them if there are any plants which can be seen these days but which were not seen earlier. Okay, so you have to ask both questions. Next, friendship with tree. Now do friendship with tree. Choose a tree near your school or house and make friendship with it. This is activity for you. A lasting friendship. Now this question is again for you. Which tree is it? Ask some elders if you don't know. So that means you know or you are aware about their name. Will you like to give your friend a special name? So you can name that tree special. You can give them a special name also. What will you name it? आपने उसको and what will you name it? Okay, write the name of that tree which was given by you, which is given by you. Does the tree friend bear flowers or fruit? Which ones? So you should write here that if the tree bear any flower or fruit, you should write the answer here. How the leaves of tree look like? So you should write here the color and different structure of the leaves here. What is the structure? That means they are round in shape or torn shape or irregular shape. Okay, you should write there. And the different colors. Which animals live in the tree's friend? Write their names. Yes, children, you should write here the names of animals which already live in the tree friend, your tree friend. Okay, like sparrow, spider, or anything else, you have to write the names. Okay, fill the colors. Find out more about your tree friend and share it with others. Draw the picture of your tree friend in the box given below and color it. Yes, children, you have to draw your tree friend picture in the given box. Okay. So, yes, children, this is all of. I have completed this explanation of chapter. I hope you will enjoy and understand this chapter. Take care. Bye.